over 300 books in 3 minutes or less. Is this book worth to buy and or read? This is a $50 cover price. You can obviously get it cheaper than that. Each hardcover book has 18 chapters in it. Book 1, book 2, and there's book 3. It's still an ongoing series, so it will still be coming out with more. This is written by Brian K. Vaughan and art by Fiona Staples. The art is freaking amazing, and the story, I know I say some of these stories are good or great, and I probably use that too much, but this story I fell in love with, so gotta give credit where credit's due. Brian K. Vaughan is a phenomenal writer. This story is freaking amazing. It's well grounded. It don't go off in too many places, even though it brings you into this fantasy world. You know, this is a great way to come into comics without getting into all that superhero bullshit and all the multiverse bullshit and all that. This is just its own thing, its own universe, its own fantasy world. That is amazing, amazing story, and it's well grounded. They don't bring in too many characters, and when they do bring in characters, they slowly pace out these characters so that you learn to like these characters or learn more about them, so you're drawn into the story. It's basically about Hazel and her family. So a war happens between her mom's world, her dad's world, and Hazel's basically in the background of this, telling this whole story while it's going on, which I thought was pretty awesome how she's doing that, telling how she's growing up. So it's about her mom and dad. Her mom's Elena, her dad is Marco, and then her ghost sister who had to get tied into her, Isabel. So there's Marco and Elena right there. Her dad is, this is not a kid's story, by the way. Her dad is from the magic side, and then her mom is more like the fairy with the wings on the back. Now they have the correlation looking for them. They have assassins looking for them. But even the assassins and stuff like the Will, or I think it was a Stalk is what the other one's name was. You learn these characters, like especially the Will. You learn him and the Lion Cat and everything. And then they got the androids, which are TV for heads. I know it's kind of goofy, but it's such a good story that the goofiness of some of the parts, like the android, you'll get over. I mean, you'll laugh at it. They seriously would draw you into this family, and you're gonna learn to love Isabel and Hazel and Marco and Elena, and you're gonna learn, like, this whole book is about them trying to escape and about them being free, because obviously they're not supposed to be together. They're at war with each other. Their planets are at war with each other. Their families are at war with each other, whatever you want to say. But this is, I'm telling you, it'll keep you there. It will keep you pulled in. It will keep you, the story is so phenomenal that you will keep going. Like I said, this is definitely worth the grab. To get away from the other stuff and just come into this fantasy world, definitely worth it. Get it.